Alright, this ought to be interesting. We don't have all of our gear yet. We're not really set up completely for melee yet. I've been slacking on some of my alchemy, so I need to get my butt on that. I tried to play the Horde side. I spent a lot of time playing Horde for the past 2 or 3 weeks, and then I just kind of gave up. I was like, you know what? In vanilla, I'm just an alliance player. I hate to say it. As much as I wanted to play Horde with some of the people streamers that I kind of like watching sometimes, and just the people that I think are, pretty good people in the community. I never really got a chance to play with because they're always Horde and I'm always Alliance. I thought I'd try to, out of boredom, I think more than anything, and just wanting to be a little bit more involved in the community. I tried to do Horde, but the Horde's not for me. I mean, I like Horde once the Blood Elves come out, and in later versions of WoW, I like the Horde a little bit more. In Vanilla, I think it's just because a lot of the character models don't look very good with the gear as much. I like the way the gear looks on the Alliance character models a lot more, specifically the Night Elf and the Human. I like the way Night Elf and Humans look. Anyways, let's see how well we can do in the DPS meters here. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle. We don't have the best gear. We do have one Flurry Axe, which it took me quite a bit of effort to get. And I was able to get Crusader on it, so that's good. We got Ripsaw off. Actually, we got Ripsaw in this instance, I think. If I remember correctly, I think I rolled Greed on it. Nobody wanted it. I think it dropped off the final boss. So, not the best weapon. I mean, for Melee Hunter, I typically like... I mean, it kind of goes against conventional thinking, is that you would want like a slow main hand weapon, which for the big crits with Raptor Strike, which isn't bad, but...
That's not nice.
Sorry, my wife's texting me. But it just depends. It depends on what kind of enchantments you're using, and if you're using Frost Oil or Shadow Oil. There's some different reasons why a faster weapon actually can be better. Sorry, my wife's texting me pictures of our cat. So, anyways, but yeah, so we've got quest item here. We got this off the auction house pretty cheap. Actually, what's funny is I got this off the Horde auction house, and I have an Alliance account and a Horde account. So someone said it's against the terms of service to actually trade items. There's a name for it, but I'm like, come on. I mean, people have been doing it ever since 2005. Basically having, if you have like a Horde character on a server, and selling it to somebody who's on the Alliance. And I always thought that kind of was the point of the neutral auction house. But whatever. So we're gonna run. We don't have the best. We don't have our mongoose yet, unfortunately. Although I do have the recipe. I just don't. My alchemy isn't high enough right now. My alchemy is only 231. I think actually 240 is gift of Arthas. Actually, I like to run gift of Arthas. It's actually pretty cool. It's kind of nice too, like if you're trying to really kind of, off tank people, it does help. You're taking a little bit less melee damage. So if there's melee characters hitting you and you've got Arthas up, it's just something that's kind of cool. Plus, it makes them change colors, which is kind of neat too. And the enemy turns like a kind of a slight purple shade, so it feels like you're kind of corrupting everybody with a disease or a curse, which is always kind of a nice feeling, I think. So we're just going to be running probably Elixir of Agility. If later on, you're going to want to stack Strength potions along with Elixir of Agility, along with Mongoose. Your Mongoose, you're going to run Strength. If you want, I like to run Frost Oil. I think in my experiences of playtesting Frost Oil versus Shadow, I think Frost Oil is better. You can also use, of course, Brilliant Mana Oil, because if you're doing, I'm sorry, I take that back. You're not going to be using Brilliant Mana Oil. You would be using when you're running your Marksman build. But we're running melee build, so we won't be using that because Arcane Shot will benefit from Brilliant Oil. You get a little bit extra damage from that. There's also Dragon Breath Shield. There's a few other things we can use. Dragon Breath Shield is actually pretty cool, especially in stuff like BRD where there's large groups of mobs where you can basically just... again, since you're a melee hunter, you're going to be right in the middle of all the packs. So it does help. So that's something we need to do. We need to stack up. But now we can complete the quest. Probably do that in the Badlands tonight to go ahead and get the Flaming Fiery Blaze enchant. But again, the Fiery Blaze enchant doesn't do a lot of damage. I think it's like 12 damage, but it does it to everybody around you. So it is good, again, in big packs. But again, it's better if you're putting that on something like a Flurry Axe or something that's very, very fast, so you have more chances to proc. And it's about a 15% chance, I think, at least. It procs quite frequently. So is everybody here? 1, 3, 4. We only have 4 people. We're missing one person. Missing the tank, I guess. I'm going to assume that he's the tank, so we're going to go ahead and... Well, he has to be tank. We're going to set up our assist macro on Gungeon. Gungeon. Gun. Jan. Oh. I hate it when it does that. Alright. And let's see. Gungeon. Yeah, okay, cool. We also need to, Gungeon's getting PvP'd. We also need to, since I was playing Horde, I haven't really looked at my character. I'm sure I need to probably level up some of my pet's abilities. I also want to swap out to, I want to swap out to a kitty. Well, I do like kitties. They're especially once I get Bestial Wrath, which I don't have Bestial Wrath. We do have a talent point, don't we? Do we want to go with Unleashed Fury, or do we want to go with the crit? Let's go with let's go with crit. 3% crit's a lot. Oh shit. Hold on a second. Get my potions going. Alright, you're just gonna go in, explosive trap, and then just melee him down. If you really can get off a few serpent stings on multiple targets before you engage, that also does well. You can see I'm number 1 on damage right now, but that probably won't. Yeah, I was gonna say we probably won't stay number 1, just because of the warriors usually do pretty good AOE damage. We don't have all of our things yet. Let's go ahead and throw a frost oil on my main hand. Assist. Like I said, if you can get off a couple serpent stings on multiple targets before you go in, that's going to increase your overall damage as well. So the hybrid build really just, I allow the use of stings on this character, and that's it. Everything else is melee DPS. Once we get our second flurry axe, it'll drastically increase our damage. Yeah, so the mage is out DPSing us, which you're going to find that it's very difficult to out DPS a mage if they have any kind of decent gear. Very difficult. In fact, yeah, let's see. Pretty good crit there, 391. I've crit as high as 500 though. Ah, shit, sorry. I have my taunt on, it's off now. Yeah, we're number 2 on DPS. Melee Hunter number 2, not too bad. He wants me to leave my pet taunt on, which is kind of interesting. Now in this case, I definitely want to get Serpent Sting on both targets. Going to kill the caster, of course. Get your explosive trap down. Crusader procced. Go right for Raptor. Once you get dual flurries, you actually will be using wing clip quite a bit because you're trying to actually proc. Actually trying to proc your flurry. Or your, yeah, trying to proc Crusader. So...
Lovely. Lovely.
Okay. Ah.
Lovely.
You must see like an ore or something. Maybe an herb. I guess he was just moving around. Nope. Pet just ran. I don't know why because I actually was using
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
that was my bad.
Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Alright, we're taking some
Lovely.
damage. We're gonna have to LOS a little bit here. I'm just gonna kite this guy a little bit. Go ahead and heal my pet.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
That was that was actually my fault. I don't know why. That was my fault. Because I was assisting tank, so I hit my F key to assist tank. So the tank must have actually he must have actually targeted that other mob. Because what I did was I hit F key to assist and I told my pet to attack and my pet ran towards the other group. You know, I wasn't even facing the other group. They weren't even on my screen. If you go back and watch the video, the stream, I'll watch it later. But if you go back and watch the stream, maybe I'll do it later. But I'm pretty sure the tank must have accidentally targeted one of those mobs because I hit F to assist. And then I sent my pet in, and my pet ran off to attack that other group. So it's like, what the F? You can see here if I hit the F key, it's targeting this Shadowcaster because that's who the tank's targeting. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. My damage hit the shitter because I was just kind of going into self-preservation mode there a little bit. We're just going to mana regen a little bit here. Alright. Yeah, that was weird. Oh, yeah, nice. Got the Troll Temper quest done. Very nice. We'll go ahead and Serpent Sting each of these mobs. One of the things I don't like about the Raptor pet is sometimes when he's attacking, it doesn't look like he's attacking. And that can be really annoying. Because you're like, oh, I'm attacking. And you're like, nah, maybe I'm not attacking. I'm going to turn my pet's growl on and have him attack the beetle because I'm sick of the beetle hitting me. Now we'll hit the beetle. And I don't know why my pet's got a skull on him. Get that off. Get rid of the totem. Take down the caster. Is there a caster? Oh, I guess there isn't a caster. Oh no, there is right here.
Lovely.
I'm gonna do a disengage there to drop threat. Okay. So my wife texting me now. Okay. So our damage is pretty much in line with the mage, and the we're kind of in the middle. The warrior's doing the most damage, which pretty much is what I've seen in the dungeons I've been in. The warriors have actually done quite well in damage, so it's pretty much what we've been seeing. So you guys are, get rid of this defense. Protection, sure. Why not? Well, actually, that was a waste. I put up defense and used prot, which overwrote that. It's too bad that doesn't stack. Assist the tank here. Get our explosive trap down. I'm gonna go ahead and move out, get a sting in. Wing clip. Alright, so our DPS kind of sucks right now. We're just in 4th place, but we're basically me, the mage, and the rogue are all pretty much even. It's pretty even right now.
Lovely.
Oh, I pulled threat. Look at that. I actually pulled threat, which is surprising. Ooh, this is a big pull. Yeah, you should pull this back. Let's go ahead around the corner here. That's a big pull. Alright. Yeah, he kind of screwed us with that. He didn't LOS correctly, which would have helped there because we would have been able to get all the mobs under my explosive trap. I'm gonna go ahead and get serpent sting up on some of these guys. It's usually not worth putting serpent sting up in that situation, but my wife's texting the shit out of me right now. Alright, cool. Yeah, we could. I'm not gonna waste that. None of those are necessary. Could put protection on my pet. Why not? You could also, if you want to boost your damage, which is something we should do. Another little trick you can do to boost your melee hunter damage, or just hunter damage overall, is to throw agility and strength scrolls onto your pet. If you want to really min-max. Another big pull.
Lovely.
Alright, symbolic crest. Alright. I always say pull this guy when I run by here. I just prefer that, but whatever. More XP. These damn tanks never pull him. Ooh, we're almost 46. We'll be able to put on our stupid 16 bag. 16 bags just, I get it because it's fun. Like early on, you don't really have a lot of trinkets. So I actually don't mind having the 60-man bag. It's kind of fun. Alright. I really hope that... Okay, good. That's going to get us some damage. Here we can deterrence. This is a good spot where you might want to deterrence if you get threat.
Lovely.
But so far we're okay. Let's take out the blood drinker. There it is. Yeah, it's got to be magic damage. That's why you got to come out, and he only dies to magic damage. Alright, let's go ahead and put that. And then the other thing we want to do is put this on shift mouse button 5, which is going to go... That's shift mouse button 4. Yeah, I do better. Just don't have all my gear yet. Did you see that comment in the group? The guy goes, I've never seen a melee hunter pump so hard. And I'm like, wait till I get all my gear, man. Wait till I get all my gear. Alright. Okay, so we need to create a keybind for that. Well, if it's shift, let's see, shift, mouse button 4. Okay, I guess we can do that for the moment. Let's do this. Did you see that frostbolt come out? Alright. We're going to need a weak aura or a tell me when for that. We need to tell me when or something to show that my trinket's on is off cooldown.
Lovely.
I'm probably going to have to...
Lovely.
Yeah, I may have to... Deterrence? Nah. Nah, we're fine. I actually went with the immolation trap there because there was really only one target left. I mean, Immo does better single target damage. I'm just trying to burn. Since I'm trying to burn down the boss here, I went with the Emo trap, immolation. I'm out of mana. Life bud. Greed. I'm not gonna need that. Alright. I thought he was gonna pull them all. Guess not. I thought he was gonna pull all these guys. He just ran right past them. I was like, alright. This is gonna be pretty big. Let's go for the witch doctor. Alright. Oh, he went for a big pull. Alright. We may have to, let's turn the pet's growl on. We may deterrence too. We'll see. Okay, sis tank. Explosive. Taking pet's taunt off. Healing pet, unfortunately, because he's getting his butt whooped. So I don't like to leave. He told me to leave pet taunt on. I'm not going to do that
Lovely.
because you're just going to get my pet killed. And
Lovely.
especially in these bigger pools.
Lovely.
Alright. Level 46. Another talent point. Should we go with overall just straight up pet damage, or should we go with crit again? I still feel like crit's always better. Crit's always good for any kind of DPS, man. More crit equals more DPS. MP5. I'm gonna go MP5, please. Wait.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
We're gonna deterrence. I'm gonna kite this guy a little bit. I'm gonna go back and take him out. Assist tank again.
Lovely.
We actually got a chance. Actually, our trap came up again, so we might as well. Alright, let's... Yeah, with Might, that's going to really boost my DPS. I mean, 150 attack power, that's solid. Let me go for strong mana drink because I'm low on mana. So I usually carry... I usually carry different types of water with me. Like if we're doing a quick fight, you know, like a smaller fight, and I'm like only maybe 20 or 30% mana down, that way I'll just use like a lower rank of mana drink. Just mostly to save myself some money.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
It's nice. It's actually nice on the melee hunter to get threat. Like right now, I have one mob that keeps hitting me, and that's actually why. That's why I switch targets. Like so. Like there, when you've got a bunch of targets, and only one of the targets is hitting you, what you want to do is you don't want to hit that target because you want it to stay up hitting you. That way you're proccing your Mongoose Bite. Just use your Mongoose Bite procs on a different target. So it gives you a little bit more damage increase. You're going to take a little bit of damage, but it's not going to be much. Especially when you get better gear as a melee hunter, your dodge is going to be so high that you're going to be evading most of those hits anyway. Especially with my build, I go with a more a more damage mitigation build. So I run deflection 5 out of 5, and I run improved aspect technology 5 out of 5. I do that because in certain instances, I did it mostly because it was more for hardcore. Because in hardcore, you know, if the shit is the fan, I want to be able to kind of off-tank mobs to help out the party. So it's really useful in hardcore. But I like it so much, I'm actually using it as well here.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Okay, now I'm going to turn my pet scroll on. Turn it back off. These bigger pulls, I'm running through my mana pretty quick. Alright, cool. We're really starting to separate ourselves damage-wise from the rogue. I'm already like 5% damage ahead of the rogue. It'd be cool if I could overtake the mage before the dungeon's over, but I doubt it. It'd be really hard to overtake the mage because of his AoE. My damage definitely saw a spike once he threw Blessing of Might on me. That was very, very helpful to my DPS. It does, in the beginning, if you can get as many serpent stings up, it does really help your damage, so.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Alright, we're gonna move off a little bit. We're taking too much damage. Turn Pet Taunt on. Again, we're going to kite. We don't want to put too much pressure on the healer to heal me. So we just basically wing clip move out. Let the healer focus on the more important healing targets. Don't make the healer heal you needlessly. You can easily wing clip and move away. Don't make her waste mana just to save your dumb ass. It's kind of pointless. Whoops. There's a trick to getting your explosive traps off, because you cannot feign death and drop a trap without putting in a pet follow, a pet, you know, because what will happen is your pet keep attacking. So you're finding yourself feigning death and trying to drop traps, but if you don't tell your pet to stop attacking, if he attacks before you drop your trap, you're going to be back in combat and you will not be able to drop your trap. So you have to make sure that on your feign death macro you also have a /pet follow. Actually, if you look at my mouse, I'll just show you, which is really, really important. So here, I'll show you after this fight. Okay. Other thing is, make sure you're watching the global cooldown. See, that trap is resisted. That is one of the first times my trap's been resisted in the whole dungeon. So that always hurts your DPS tremendously if your trap gets resisted. So, and that's why you also put a talent point into the talent that basically makes it harder for your traps to be resisted. I can't remember the name of it, but improved traps or something. So if you look at my talent tree, right here, trap mastery. I mean, I would like to put another talent point in there, but it's really to be able to get all the way down to Bestial Wrath with this particular build. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I don't have enough talent points, and I don't want to give up Feign Death either, because basically you need both. If your Feign Death gets resisted, you can't drop your trap. If your trap gets resisted, you can't drop your trap. So both of those things have to succeed. So
Lovely. Lovely.
all right, thank you, Mage, for dropping that. Okay, I'm gonna turn Pet Growl off. Gonna disengage. Didn't really matter. Switch targets.
Lovely.
Okay. Great, 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 great. That happens a lot though when I'm I mean, which is nice. It's nice to see. A lot of times in groups I get people that say, I can't believe that a melee hunter does so much damage. I get that comment quite frequently, which is always, it always makes you feel good, you know. You want to surprise people. You want people to see you doing melee and they're like, what the fuck, this guy's a joke, you know, this guy sucks. And then all of a sudden, halfway through the dungeon, they look at the damage meter and they're like, wait a minute. Ah, he resisted my trap too. See that? Trap got resisted. It's a big deal when your traps get resisted. Your DPS definitely falls off quite a bit. Nice Raptor Strike there for 383 damage. So here's an example where you don't need as strong a mana drink. So there I just pop a Moonberry Juice as opposed to popping a Morning Glory Dew, but although the Mage actually gave me some Conjured Mineral Drink, which is the same as the Moonberry. So basically I'm using the I'm using that first. Once that runs out, I would use Moonberry Juice, and in situations where I need a ton of mana, we're going to be using Morning Glory Dew.
Lovely.
Crusader.
Lovely.
Level and Crusader procs.
Lovely.
Not even worth popping a serpent sting there. Waste of time. I would love to take this mage over on the damage meter. I would love, as a melee hunter, to surpass the mage. We're just a little bit behind him. Now, this is my hybrid build, so I do allow the use of Serpent Sting. We just don't allow the use of anything other than... Basically, I allow the use of stings and melee. So I can use Serpent Sting, Viper Sting, Scorpid Sting, although I never use Scorpid Sting. So I really don't use anything but Serpent Sting. Serpent Sting and melee, that's pretty much it. So... Serpent Sting definitely has its uses. It's basically just a combat initiator. Just use it to initiate combat. No, I'm gonna drink if he's gonna stand there. That was weird. Not sure what popped on my screen there for a second. Sort of glitch. I won the shriveled heart. That's worth some money at least.
Let the executions begin.
Come on, crit, crit, crit! Yeah, we got a flurry proc at least. I do have another weapon that I got. Let's see. This one. I got this off the auction house for a pretty good price. It's actually really nice. I mean, it's plus 11 agility, plus 10 attack power, so really good for melee hunter. Again, I don't like super slow weapons in my main hand. Only because if I'm using like Frost Oil or something, I'm not going to proc as often. But, I mean, that's the agility and the attack power, and that's going to certainly help. Of course, this is Flurry Axe, when you know the Flurry Axe, which is going to be hard. I haven't even seen another one in the auction house in the Alliance side. There is one on the Horde side right now, but it's 350 gold, and I don't have 350 gold. I think I've got about maybe 150 gold. So I'm trying to. I've got so many auctions up right now, trying to save up money for that.
Lovely. Lovely.
Okay, I'm number 2 in damage now, but I think it's because the mage. I think the mage went AFK.
Lovely.
And that's why it overtook him.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
I'm gonna need some mana.
Lovely.
Do we want a deterrence here? Nah, we're fine. Here we go. Oh, this guy has to be number one. Look at that. This guy has to be at number one damage. Holy shit. You see that? Wow. Do you see that? The thief has me number one. Maybe, you know what? His might be based on, yeah, his is probably based on the fight. Like on that specific fight, I was number one on damage, whereas mine's based on the entire dungeon run. No, they resisted that trap, man. Nice 439 crit there.
Lovely.
Yeah, another thing really right here that would really increase my DPS would be Dragon Breath Chili. So we're gonna work on getting on stocking up some chili.
Lovely.
We just don't have it yet, but we're gonna work on that.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Good trap, good trap. Good trap, good trap. Probably, yeah. Hitting deterrence.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
You can kiss
Backing
your
out.
ass goodbye.
Taking a little bit too much damage. Okay. Shit. Where's the female? Where's the female? She's dead already? Weird. Resisted my trap. Never good. Shit, my pet's hungry. Crap, not good. Oh well. Never want your pet to be hungry. Trap resisted. Feed pet. Drink. Serpent sting, serpent sting, serpent sting. Trap not resisted? Yeah, that one got off.
Lovely.
Oh, my pet ding. Nice. Pet dingaling. Pet ding. I was trying to pat him. Turtle. What level is that rogue? Wow, the rogue's the same level as me, and I'm like 8% more damage. Wonder what build he's running.
This desert be mine. The Sand Fury reigns supreme. Feel the fury of the sands.
Ooh, Embrace of the Lycan. Ooh, I won. I won for melee. I'm needing him. It is, yeah. Yeah, so it is good because of all the, it is good because of all the attack power. That rogue didn't say grass, he's probably mad. Nah, no, I don't. I'm gonna do some, get some better gear, I think, for a group. Didn't I? I thought I won Embrace of the Lycan, but I don't see it in my inventory. Maybe I didn't win it. Oh, I didn't win it. Oh, I thought I won it. I was I did the Zoolander, right? The Zoolander where like I thought I deserved the helm so bad that no matter, even though I didn't win the role, I still just assumed that I won it. I was like, yeah, dude, I got it. But I didn't get it. But yeah, that would have been good for me. Let's see, Embrace of the Lycan. Yeah. That would have been really good for me because 8 strength is good for me and 32 attack power is good for me. And stamina, I always like to get some stamina as well, just so I can off-tank a little bit. Let's take, because my current helm isn't that great. My current helm literally is just intellect, spirit, and some agility. So this helm would have been a really nice DPS increase for me. So it's unfortunate I didn't win, but you know, the rogue, I'm sure rogue sees that as something that's better for him. But it is really good for a melee hunter, so.
Lovely.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I'm getting out of all this fucking, all these damn totems, man. Screw that. So that's pretty good. I'm going to stop the DPS there. Basically, for most of that run, we ended up number 2 on DPS. So that's really, I'm actually happy with that because it's better than I thought I would be. So. Oh, I just got petrified or something. Nice cleanse, nice cleanse. Tendons like nice. Alright. Okay. Not sure what he's talking about. I didn't go dual wield. I'm kind of bummed. I would have liked to have had the Embrace of the Lycan. That would have been so cool for Melee Hunter. That would have been so cool for Melee Hunter. One of the coolest things about playing Melee Hunter is I mean, I'm sure out there somewhere someone's tried to make a BIS list for Melee Hunter, but a lot of it, I haven't tried to do it. And so a lot of it's like you're doing dungeon stuff and you start seeing drops that, you're used to seeing, but you just never have considered them as a hunter item, as a melee, for melee. So you see it and you're like, oh, wait a minute, this is actually really good for Melee Hunter. And of course it might piss off some people, but the Melee Hunter is a real thing. It actually is good. Friend, Mo, yeah. Okay. Let's go to our friends list here. Momoko, add notes. Good paladin healer. She was good. She was really nice, asking if I wanted wisdom or might, which was really cool. I hadn't even really considered it because I'm a noob. I wasn't really thinking about it, but yeah, wisdom obviously is definitely better. You do struggle with mana in between fights, so your DPS overall in groups will fall off, just simply because a lot of times groups will pull, and you'll be waiting for your mana to come back before. So that's why it's really good to set up your assist macro for the tank. That way, when you're sitting down like this and you're drinking, and the tank is over here and he pulls a mob, you can just hit the F key. For me, F key is assist, and it'll target. It'll target whoever tanks, and then I can just go ahead and hit my control mouse wheel up, which sends my pet to attack. So I can continue drinking while my pet, runs over and does his thing. I do need to look at my pet. Speaking of pets, we need to look at pet here, and I need to take a look. So he's got claw and rank 6. We need to see if we need to upgrade anything. There was actually a really good, man, I had the most awesome pet guide. I think I still have it. I think it's on my Google Drive. Let me grab it. I got to take a break though because I want to check on my wife. Oh, it's actually later than I realized. Let's see. Classic Hunter leveling spreadsheet. Yeah, I think this is it. So this is actually really cool. I like this guide that somebody put together. I don't know who put this together, but what I really like about it is it shows basically the pet ranks. So like what you might need. So for example, if you're looking for bite rank 4, the lowest level mob that has. So this is basically showing you the lowest level mob that has that ability that you're trying to tame. So, and a lot of these I know already because I've done Hunter so much, but so I hate how it does this though. But yeah, Ghost Ball Alpha is going to be the lowest level mob that has bite rank 4. Now, right now, you can see I've got I'm just running crawl with this particular pet. I do want to switch out pets because this is not the one I want to run anymore. He's cool and I love Goldeneye, but he is not. Let's see what else do I have. Another one I have is going to be too low. He's only level 36, Moro. I do like wolves a lot though, but we're probably going to have to dump Moro at some point. But what we're looking to do is we're looking to pick up a kitty. Kitties are my favorite for melee hunter just because I feel like they do the most damage. Also, wolf is good too because wolf's going to give you Furious Howl. And Furious Howl can be really useful. But I still feel that kitties overall probably out DPSs the wolf just slightly. It's very close. But I do think he does out DPS it. Let's see, talents. We're good on talents. So this spreadsheet's really cool. So what we're looking at is, like I said, I'm claw rank, what was it, 6? Pet claw ranks. So basically we're looking for claw rank 6, and we really need to hit our trainer as well, which we can check that out by going to our spell book here. And we have stuff. Oh, shit. What level are you? Oh, yeah, we hit level 46. So we can go, I don't know if there's anything here that's really good. Like, Immolation Trap's good. The rest of this for Melee Hunter, we just don't use it. Level 48 Raptor Strike, that's, anytime you get Raptor Strike, that's going to be huge for you because your Raptor Strike's your primary, pretty much your primary damage if you go to here and look at your damage. Raptor Strike's number 2 at 15. Other than that, it's melee. Then, of course, Explosive Trap, the dot and the trap itself, that's 27% of your damage. Serpent Sting comes in at 13%, so, like I said, Serpent Sting, I think of, like, for the melee hunter, I think of Serpent Sting as being like the Battle for Azeroth Survival Hunter's Poison Dart, which if you've ever played Battle for Azeroth or one of the later versions of World of Warcraft, the Poison Dart is an ability that you have that's doesn't require a ranged weapon, so you can actually play a melee hunter in retail and actually have ranged ability, you can basically use a staff. You can be wielding a 2-hand staff, no ranged weapon, and you will have ranged abilities because you'll have this hawk thing that allows you to use your Raptor Strike at range, and you also will have your Poison Dart, and you also will have your Explosive Bomb, which is why that's one of the things about retail I really do like, because there's very few things about retail I like, but in retail, after Battle for Azeroth and later, Survival Hunter is actually really, really, really good. It's really fun. And in Shadowlands, Survival Hunter is actually super, super strong, PvE and PvP. So very, 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 very fun. And so by using Serpent Sting, it's like me trying to emulate Poison Dart from retail Survival Hunter. I wish that Serpent Sting didn't require a ranged weapon. I wish it was just kind of like retail, like Poison Dart, and that way it would feel like it is a pure melee build, sort of, because you're not using a ranged weapon. But you can see I'm using basically, out of my damage here, it's all traps and melee, except for 13.5%, which is Serpent Sting. There's probably going to be a few auto shots in here, but very few. I mean, that in total Dungeon Roam, we had 5 auto shots, so I'm very good at not doing any auto shots. I try it, but there's always times where they slip through accidentally. Or there's times when I'm dying, and I just move away from the mobs just to let the healer heal me up, and then I might just toss in an auto shot just to do something. Now, really, I'm just applying Serpent Sting, but I'll just let my character shoot a few shots just because, I'm not in range for melee, so might as well. I don't know what wound is. Actually, I'm not sure what wound is. Melee, Fillery Axe. Yeah, so pretty cool. But yeah, your Raptor Strike is a big part of your damage. You can see the biggest crit right now. 632 is the biggest crit we've had with Raptor Strike. That's definitely going to go up. All right. But yeah, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to stop the stream here. And I just wanted to get that stream out there for the ZF run. We can see that the Melee Hunter DPS is doing pretty good. We're sitting at number 2 on that run. We out DPS the Rogue and the Mage, which are about the same level as me. Surprised I out DPS the Mage. You can see his DPS seconds higher than mine, but you can't really take into account DPS per second as an overall damage because it's basically, that's DPS of second while you're in combat. It's hard to explain, but basically the overall damage is what I go by. And, if you look at and I actually did the math on these earlier. If I take all these numbers of damage, like the 4,022, and I add all these up, and then I take my damage, 275,000 damage, and I divide it by the total number of damage done, it will come out to 25.6%. So these numbers are accurate. I still haven't quite figured out the DPS per second, though, because they're a little wonky. You can see here it puts me at 3rd, but I don't really look at DPS per second because it's not a measure of the overall damage. And obviously the overall damage is more important. How much did you contribute to the team? But there are a lot of things we need to do. I need to make sure that I have Dragon Breath Chili. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go get my Fiery Blaze enchant out of the Badlands. I'm going to work on getting some stuff, some small flame sacks, so we can start making Dragon Breath Chili. And then I'm probably going to go work on leveling up my alchemy, because I do have the mongoose recipe in my bank. I'm just not high enough level to learn it yet. So that's something we got to get going, so we can start using mongoose, because mongoose is going to be our primary potion pretty much, because it gives us crit and agility. And what else? What else? You'll be I also have the Elixir of Giants recipe, which I need to learn, and that's going to give us 25 strength. So we're going to be using Elixir of Giants for 25 strength. We're going to be using Elixir of Mongoose. We're going to be using Dragon Breath Chili. We're going to be using Frost Oils. All of those things require me to do some work to farm the regions, or to make money somehow and then buy the regions off the auction house. The potions themselves are too expensive. You're better off just, if you're an alchemist like me, you're better off just to go get the regions, because, man, those potions, they're just too expensive. But anyways, I'm going to stop the stream here. I hope you guys are having a good one, and I will catch you next time. Peace out.